I made this beautiful jar a few weeks ago, and instead of putting it out to dry, I was storing it in one of my wet boxes. I'm not really sure why, but I looked in that box the other day and found that it had completely crumpled. My first thought was that it had gotten too wet and then melted, but nothing else in the box was like this. And then I picked up the lid and realized that the tip of it was flat, which means that it was taller than I thought it was and was touching the top of the box, which then got sat on by my sweet Maven because she loves to do that. And that little bit of extra weight at the top just made the whole thing crumble. So there were a few things about this piece that I wasn't quite happy with, so this gives us the opportunity to address those and remake it. The biggest thing I did not like about it was the lid. It was a bit too rounded and I felt like it didn't really flow with the piece. I also felt like the bottom of the jar was a bit too wide and round, which kind of made it feel heavy. And there's also something about the connection between the base and the stem that also added extra weight to the piece. So I remade it and addressed all of those issues. And this piece feels much lighter and a lot more harmonious. I think having the roundness of the stem being in the middle and having it be narrow at the top and bottom gives the piece a lot more lift. The widest part of the bowl is much closer to the center of the piece, and having the lid shape be concave instead of convex definitely complements the shape better and creates a little bit more flow. I do also think that the pattern change helps achieve this look as well. The petal pattern carries your eye up, which gives the piece more lift naturally, whereas in the first piece, all of the petals were at the bottom, which added to the weight of the piece. As a reminder, this is what the first one looked like, and this is the new one. So you guys tell me, do you like the changes I made or do you prefer the first one?